Okay, so, well, we're back at it. We're going to have one more panel to put on this. And then we're also going to work on doing up the little back piece here. I was thinking about making a whole new piece there, but I think I can just make a patch for that instead of doing the whole things. But yeah, I've already got started. I've got a line drawn out there, basically where the panel, maximum spot for the panel to be, that it can be. That's my maximum cut line. So I'm just going to get you set up here. I'll grab a couple of things and then we'll get started. And again, I don't want to cut up above these pins. Like I said, that's where that piece of molding goes. Clips on with those two pins there. I'd like to stay down into here. That way I can keep that alignment for that trim piece right there. But that's going to be my maximum spot there. So I think what I'll do is I'll get a line drawn off right underneath these pins. We'll get that cut out. And then I'll do a test fit on this body line right there with the new piece. See what the metal is like behind it. It still feels pretty solid back there. But we'll get that cut off. Get a line drawn off. We'll just use this as a straight edge line. Give myself some sort of a straight line. Follow with the cutoff wheel. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to be sneaking up to it anyway. Probably cutting more off and grinding more, cutting more. So let's see what happens. I should get plugged in first. Oh, what the heck? Try it again. That's much better. There's one spot weld down there I'm going to try and drill out so I can pull that inner brace out. Well, there's the first cut. That's the start anyway. So now we'll get this other piece kind of fit up here now. And I'll be able to go from the backside and actually trace it out on the new panel. And then we'll get that welded up. Biggest thing is just to, for me, is to just follow this body line here. Get that body line to blend in. Yeah. And like before, I'll take and cut a little above this line, so I'm not taking the whole thing out. I think what I'll do is I'm going to leave the body line up here on the new piece. Yeah. I think that's what I want to do. That'll go up. I'd like to bring it right about there. And then down. So that gets me about here. I think I'm going to bring it kind of down this way. Something like that. I think I'm going to actually cut about a 1/2 inch above. 1/2 inch above this whole line. Get that cut out, and then we'll make test fit again. Do some more cuts, test fit, cut, test fit, cut. So when I get that first cut done, I'll bring you back on here for the test fit. All right, so we got the first cut done. Now you'll get a better idea as to what I was thinking. So still going to line up with my my top line here, and I left, I left about a ½ inch all the way around, so it'll overlap that about a ½ inch. Like I said, but the biggest thing is to get this body line lined up. And I think that's pretty close. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. So I'm gonna change this angle cut here first. All right, so I think this is more of what I was hoping for. Yeah, I think so. That gets me into, there it goes. That's what I wanted right there. There it is. Yeah, so I think I'll stay just under my line here again. Stay just under or on the outside of the line. I gotta make a new line up here. So I'll stay just to the outside of that line all the way down, and then we'll sneak up on it again. I guess my goal is to just sneak up on it. I don't want to cut off way too much and then be patching a whole bunch of stuff again. The more I weld on this, the more chance of warping the panels is. I really don't want to do that. It's already got some warps in it that I'll have to figure out what to do with that. But so yeah, I'll stay just under that line. Test fit it again. Well, I wasn't paying attention very much when I cut this back piece off, because now I got a bunch of rot up here. That's why I had that line drawn in there. So I'll have to cut that piece and replace that one as well. Shoot. Oh well. Excuse me. I think it has to go up. It has to go up just a little bit more. This line lines up fine, but I think the peak of my body line is right there, and then it drops down a little bit, about that 1/4 inch, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to cut this top off, flatten that out a little better, and I think we'll be close. That's better. That's going to be better. So I'll trim a little bit more off of this piece, get it to match up with the contour of that. All right, I think we got it. I got it lined up best as I can do right now. So I think I am happy with it. So I'm going to get this clamped into place, couple of tacks on it, and then I'll start burning it in. Oh, there. All right. Now I think we're closer. Maybe still not ready, but it's still closer.
I felt the weight, but chains don't hold what God creates. I'm not defined by past defeat. Redemption's running through my feet. No fear can silence what He said. No grave can hold what Spirit led. I rise not by my will or might, but by the one who gives me fight. I'm not walking in my power, I'm walking in His purpose. The same Spirit raised the grave now moves in me on purpose. I don't back down, I won't retreat. With heaven's fire beneath my feet, unshakable, unbreakable, unstoppable in Him. The enemy whispers I'm too small, but giants fall when I call on His name. I wear His armor, wield His name. No weapon form can stake its claim. I'm not just here to take up space, I'm here to run and win the race. Each step is bold, each move is grace. Make soar for something more. I'm not walking in my power, I'm walking in His purpose. The same Spirit raised the grave now moves in me on purpose. I don't back down, I won't retreat. With heaven's fire beneath my feet, unshakable, unbreakable, unstoppable in Him. By Him. Called through the storm, I stand alive. His breath in me, I will not hide. I've seen the valley, climb the wall. My God was faithful through it all. So I declare with lifted voice, I am His vessel, I am His choice. Not by applause or worldly crown, but by His Spirit I won't back down. Mountains may rise, but I will conquer. His strength in me makes me much stronger. With every step my faith is steadfast. Through every storm His love will last. I rise again not by my flame, but by the power of Jesus' name. The world may shake, the winds may roar, but I was made to rise and soar. I'm not walking in my power, I'm walking walking in his purpose. The same spirit raised the grave now moves in me on purpose. I don't back down, I won't retreat. With heaven's fire beneath my feet. Unshakable, unbreakable, unstoppable in him. Unshakable, unbreakable, not by me, but by him. Unstoppable in him.
Yeah, I think we're going to be pretty good there. But of course, gotta put this on there. All right, so we got the last panel put on the front of the box here, passenger side. I didn't bore you with watching me weld all that. I ended up putting that little piece up on the top here as well. I kind of missed I don't know what I was thinking there, but I ended up putting that on there. But then also came back, and there was just, I kept looking at this, and there was something that just didn't look right. And it was this piece here. What I found out was that when I put this one on, this body line right here was actually about a 1/4 inch low. So it came up fine here, but then it tapered down, and I just couldn't figure it out. Something looked wrong, didn't look right to me. So I took some measurements from the other side. Also took a measurement to the body line here, and found out, yeah, that one was about a 1/4 inch low. So I just cut that off, cut a 1/4 inch wedge out of it, welded it back on. I was also able to flatten this out. When I put this on there the first time, this area here was sunk in pretty bad. I was going to leave it, but then when I noticed this was 1/4 inch off, both things would have just bothered me the whole time. So I just took care of it, cut it off, welded it back on, cleaned it up, and came out a lot better. A lot happier with the way that was. So we'll get back and finish up the last piece on the back side here, and then we'll get ready to try and flip this thing over and start working on the bottom, maybe on the bed floor as well. I got an idea with that. I can't seem to find replacement pieces for the bed. I can find the full bed floor, but those I've been finding replacement pieces new are, $1,300, $1,500, and I'm just not going to do that. I'd have a better chance of just replacing the whole bed. Replace the whole box on the thing for that. Rust-free replacement piece, but so I think I'll fill you in on that when I actually make up my mind on what I want to do. You can leave a comment and let me know what you think you would do, what you would want to see. Replace it with metal, finish it out the way it was, or try something different. I'm not sure. But leave a comment down. Let me know what you would do and what you think. But we'll get back into this here and wrap it up. Then I'll show you here what I also did. Um, so I went to the backside here, and this is the top of that the body line. There's that little line right there. So I took a string and ran a string along both sides, and this side here was not replaced either. This is the original, and the backside was the original as well. And you can see I am right on that body line there. I'm right on with that one. And then of course this one here too. So like I said, that just would have bothered me the whole time. So I spent a little bit extra time this morning, cut that off and replace it. But now we'll get ready to do this back piece here. All right, so what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the bottom portion. I think this was from the front of the box, I think. I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to take advantage of this little curve on here to fit that in. And then we'll go ahead and we're just going to make a strip here anyway. We're not going to make a big piece. So I think if I just go I'll basically use up to here. We'll just get this kind of rough cut out of here. We'll go down. We'll go down somewhere around there. And then we'll go probably 4 inches or so. That'll be more than enough. We'll get that cut out, fit it in there, and then we'll start trimming on it. I have new pieces of sheet metal still because I didn't use up everything from the panels that I had, so we could always make one out of that too. But I want to try and utilize this curve in the piece anyway. So. And I know someone will probably say I should have done this before, you know, but I don't really, doesn't matter. So I'll bring that all the way up. Bring that up into here. I could go even higher if I want. Should fit something like that, huh? Yeah, maybe I won't just end up making a brand new piece. That way I can kind of make this follow the contour and curve of the outside of the bed here, or the box. Cut that off quick. It's closer. should be enough. Huh. Oh, it's up there. I had my hammer somewhere. Alright, so that'll fit in something like that. Here's the center of my curve. Right there. I think we'll just miss that piece there. We'll bring it down to that point, and we should be all right. So I just gotta bend this over. Use the top rail of the truck as my curve. Should work fine. I think I'll cut that off of there.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you can take me there tonight. This life is all we know. I can't stay if you can't let it go. I never really know what's going on.
And yeah, it would have been a lot easier had I cut that off of there long before.
It's all the things you never show. They're all the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
It'd be pretty close. That's what a welder is for, I guess. Let's fine tune it a little bit. Yeah, that'll work.
Running through my mind, running through the halls. I'm in my maze of depress. You're in my thoughts of success. Feeling like no one cares about a thing. I'm in my maze of depress. I'm in my maze of depress. I'm in my dark side, dark side. Dark side. Running through the maze in my head, twisting and turning at night in my bed, feeling like no one cares about a thing. I'm in my maze of depression. Oh, running through my mind on my dark side. I'm in my maze of depression. You're in my thoughts of success. So, running through my mind, running through the maze in my head, twisting and turning all night in my bed. Oh, feeling like no one cares about a thing. Oh, running through my mind, 'cause it's my dark side. Dark side. Dark side.
Ah. Well, out of wire. Well, at least I got that part done. Shoot! So I'll have to get some wire. And when I get that, then I'll bring you back here and we'll finish this up. All right, so we got the wire loaded back up so we can finish welding this little piece on here, clean it up, and then we'll be ready to go for more.
We don't have silver, don't wear gold rings, but love is stitched in the simplest things. Through every storm and every mile, you held our hands, you made us smile. Mama's prayers in the early dawn, Daddy's strength just kept us strong. but we try. With every fall, you lift us high.
There. Now I should be able to just get the grinder out and clean those up. I'll bring it back when I get it all set. Well, there we go. That piece is welded on. That'll work for now. Is it perfect? No. Can I make it perfect? Probably not. But it's a structural piece. It's just made to keep that from flopping around, basically. So that's going to be pinched right behind the cab anyway, so you're really not going to see it. So yeah, that goes for the passenger side there. So I guess now the next thing is going to be to try and flip this thing over and get to work on the bottom side. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll go through and finish welding up some pinholes that I might have. Look at that, and then decide how I'm gonna try and flip it over. I don't really want to work on it from underneath. I don't really have the greatest way of supporting it from underneath either, so I can work on it. But I'll find a way to flip this over. Maybe I'll show you how I do that as well. I don't know. But for today, that's going to do it for the truck for today. I'm going to get to work on something else for my other truck. I've got a hoop that goes on the top of my bed rack that I made. I got to make one more hoop on that. I'll show you what I do with that, how I'm going to make that. So, but that'll do it for now on the Power Wagon. So thanks everybody for watching, the support that everybody's showing me as well. It's much appreciated. It's been a lot of fun so far, kind of learning some new things, trial and error. I guess learning is just half the battle. Failing at things is all part of learning, so I'll take that as well. But yeah, otherwise I will bring you back on the truck when we're getting ready to flip this over and see what we can do. Thanks guys.